Hi, in this video, we're going to talk about the binomial theorem. Now, what is the binomial theorem, you may ask? Well, it's a way to figure out a plus b to the n without doing all of the multiplication normally involved with it. Now, there is a formula for it. A plus b to the n equals a constant times a to the n b to the 0 plus another constant times a to the n minus 1 times b to the 1 plus... And we would continue that pattern down until what happens is you'll notice the exponents of a get smaller and smaller and smaller and get to 0. Then the exponents of b start at 0 and go up to n. Now, the coefficients that you're seeing here, the CNs, come from Pascal's triangle. Now, you might ask me, well, what is Pascal's triangle? Well, it's a really cool little mathematical piece of information. So you start with a 1 at the top and then 2 more 1s. Then each row after that, you're going to create by adding the numbers directly above it. So you carry down the first one, then you add 1 and 1 to get 2, and then you carry down the last one. So what does our next row come out to be? Well, again, we're going to start with 1, but then I have 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, and I carry down my last one. Then I do it again. I carry down my 1. I have 1 plus 3 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4, and I carry down the 1 at the end. Let's do one more row. I have 1, then 1 plus 4 is 5, 4 plus 6 is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10, 4 plus 1 is 5, and then I carry down the 1. So this is just a small part of Pascal's triangle. You could actually continue this down forever, and it'll get larger and larger and larger. Now, these are where I find the values for those coefficients. So let's put this into practice so you can kind of see how it works out. Let's say I want to expand x plus 2 to the 4th. So remember, this is my formula for binomial theorem, but I need to figure out what coefficients to use. So I'm going to go with the ones that correspond with the exponent 4, because it's x plus 2 to the 4th. So I go look at Pascal's triangle, and I look for which row has 4 in the second spot. And that is 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So those are my important values here. So looking at this, I know my A is X, my B is 2, and then my C values are 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. So I'm going to go ahead and plug these into my equation, all right? So I have x plus 2 to the 4th. The first one, my first number is a 1. Then I take my A, which is x, and I raise it to that n value, that 4. So I have x to the 4th times my b value is 2, and I raise that to the 0. So now remember, as I go on, I'm going to use the next c value, and my exponents for the x's are going to go down, and my exponents for the 2's are going to go up. So the next thing I have is plus 4 times x cubed times 2 to the 1. Then I have plus 6x squared times 2 to the 2. Then I have plus 4x to the 1 times 2 to the 3. And then plus 1 times x to the 0 times 2 to the 4. When I simplify each of these terms, it comes out to be x plus 2 to the 4th equals x to the 4th plus 8x cubed plus 24x squared plus 32x plus 16. And that is how you use binomial theorem to expand.